please. Also, questions. All right. Thank you, Dr. Dennis. I think we got it right this time.
Thank you, sir. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Coach Roche? How you doing?
Hey, Raphael is here. All right. All right. All right. I think we're ready.
Oh, is Mother Girl here? I missed her.
There she
Yes,
is.
I am in the house.
Oh,
Good
okay.
afternoon,
Wanna make sure that-
everyone.
Awesome. Hi, Mother Girl. How you doing?
Fantastic. Good to be
Awesome.
here.
Good to see you. Good to hear from you. Hello, everyone. Hello. Yeah, we're still in the sanctuary.
We appreciate you.
Awesome. Over to you, Coach Roche. You all do your thing. Thank you.
Awesome. Oh, great. Thank you so much. We are always pleased and excited to be here on our Saturday morning. Of course, we have some great information that we want to provide. As you know, end of the week, we always give you an update, make sure we're holding the team accountable. They make promises and we're going to hold them accountable. So today, we're going to get into this presentation. Let's see, still have a few people popping in. So yes, if y'all can help me out with that, make sure we get everybody in. What I want to do is go ahead. I'm going to mute everyone. And then if there's, like I said, with the Q&A and everything, then we'll go ahead and unmute at that point. So thank you all. Appreciate your patience. Okay, where is that button? That's the key, I guess, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Got it. All right, let's go.
And then also the share screen, you can also log that so that no other person can share screen, please. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Great, got it. Okay, good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and get this rolling. Oh, I might have stopped myself from sharing the screen. Oh, there we go. All right, let's go. All right. Excellent. The Fusion Experience. All right, so today we are going to get into some really awesome information. We're going to talk to you about an opportunity that some of you may know, some of you may not know. If this is your first time, we would say, give us some feedback, but at this point, we just want to make sure we can provide the value to you. And then at the end of the presentation, without disturbance, you'll be able to make a decision based upon having a clean, clear understanding of this is the Fusion Experience and why it is probably one of the best opportunities that you can get involved in today. All right. So I apologize for my delay here. I'm trying to shut down my Telegram because it keeps pushing notifications. It's really driving me nuts. Even when I turn it off, it keeps pushing them. So it's a very serious program there they got going on. Okay. So welcome to the Fusion Experience. As we always start, we like to let you know that we are not providing financial advice. We're not providing investment advice. This is for education and information purposes only. Anything that you hear here today, if it is reflective of some type of personal finance or some type of cost or some type of profit, then a lot of that is based on personal experience. And if it's not personal experience, it's really based upon giving you an illustration of what could possibly happen under these exact circumstances. But by no means take this as official financial or investment advice. Now, with that being said, we know that there's risk involved when it comes to any type of activity, right? We can start there and then we can take it into the financial area. We know there's risk involved and we'll address some of that because we know that, we're all in the same boat here and we're all here for a reason, that we can commonly say we want to earn, something on our deposits in order to hopefully better our lives. So there's no secret that that's going to come up. So I'm just letting you know right up front. If you really want to get some professional investment advice, then of course consult with a professional investment or CPA or somebody in that capacity. Now, I may be working on the certification, so I can stop saying that. So anyway, I want you guys to relax. You know, we're going to have a good time with it, but we're going to provide you with some great information today. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the Fusion Experience. I'll give you a quick overview of the organization. We're going to talk about products and services, and we're going to talk about how we profit and how we earn. And of course, we're going to highlight that there are executives that are behind the scenes making this happen. Fusion Experience is a world-class arbitrage crypto trading experience. There is a website that you can take a look at, get some information if you like. And then, you know, if that helps you to do your due diligence, then that's what you should do. We don't want anybody making a rash decision and then feeling like, you know what, I didn't have all the facts. We're going to provide that information to you today. But this is a bot experience, right? The bot does the trading. You don't have to have any experience in trading in order to succeed in this particular organization or this company. But before we really get into the nitty gritty, we want you to know we're in the same boat together, right? I mean, there's been, you know, parables or examples, some type of stories that are told to give you, you know, an understanding of the magnitude of where we are. And the story that comes to mind, you know, is, you know, we're all on this boat together. And if we were out to sea, you know, there are people that believe that their experiences are worse than somebody else's experience, right? But we're all in the same boat, believe me. So, you know, if you were in a program and it went under, then guess what? Somebody else was in a program that went under, you know. But think about it this way. If we're all in this boat together and everybody's giving instructions to before they get on the boat, very explicit, what you can bring, what you can do, you know, how many people, so on and so forth. But related to your experiences, and I think you'll understand, if you bring additional baggage onto the current boat, the boat will sink. I'm just saying. So I want to make sure I keep this clear because I want you to have a good experience, right? And that's why I always say Fusion Experience is an experience. So don't bring a negative load of baggage into a good experience, right? So keep that in mind while you're, you know, listening to the presentation is where are we going and how many people can get on the boat? Because if you're adding that extra baggage from before, then you're going to sink the boat. And we don't want that to happen for you because I got a life jacket, by the way. So turning this thing around is what Fusion Experience has done. All those bad experiences, everybody's been there, done that. Now we're turning this thing around. We're providing you with the platform that has sustainable remedies for any of that bad baggage that you wanted to bring on the boat, but you were stopped right at the pier because we all want to succeed. All right. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. A little visual for you. So another visual is there are some companies that had an opportunity. They started off with good intentions. Unfortunately, they didn't make it. They did fail. But you want to know why. Most of you probably, you know, just got, you know, felt bad and, you know, hey, I lost money. And you kind of just got disgruntled and either said, look, I'm done. And somebody said, look, just come take a look at Fusion Experience and, you know, maybe you'll get back on the horse and ride. Or some people just said, I'm done. I'm not looking at no more. That's fine. That's your prerogative. But if you're here today, then at least you're giving yourself an opportunity to continue on that achievement path. And so I want to help you with that by giving you an understanding of why a lot of these fail and why we need to help Fusion Experience succeed. So one of the major reasons is liquidity, right? There is just not enough funds that's circulating in order to pay out all the withdrawals because they allow withdrawals all the time. That is a big, big problem. If you're ever in an opportunity and there's withdrawals, you know, anytime you want to, you know, withdraw funds and within minutes or within 24 hours, you get those funds. Well, guess what? It's going to be a limited program. It's going to fail somewhere soon. And so that's part of the problem. Now, obviously, if it's a 100-year-old company, well, that's a different story. But I'm just telling you, when you see this happen in the new age, you got to understand that sometimes there's bad trading in the background. Sometimes there's a broker, when it comes to trading platforms, that is changing the rules, and then the liquidity provider either goes along with it or decide not to go along with it. Either way, the clients, the customers, the investors are the ones that bite the bullet on that. And so this is some of the things that have happened. These are some of the things that I researched. These are some of the things that I know firsthand because I know what happened with every single one of those that I have posted there. So one of the ways that some companies have decided to stop that problem of just withdrawal, slow it down a little bit, is by charging 5 to 8 or more. Some charge 15% withdrawal fees, or they call it performance fees. And so when they're charging that, a lot of people are like, oh, wait a minute, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't withdraw every day. If I'm gonna be hit with 5 to 8% every single day, I might hold off on my withdrawals for a little while. So those are some options to mitigate that problem without the company shutting down. But there are companies that do shut down, and they have shut down, and probably know some of these that are posted up here. So I wanted to put that out there. But here's one of the key things in what you see on the screen. It is important to keep the funds in the platform, in the trading, so they can do longer trades. That brings back a higher ROR, a rate of return. Okay. So if you want to see a higher return on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, or however you want to calculate that, then they need to be able to trade those funds for a continuous amount of time. Right. So that's key. Very important. So if you're only doing crypto, if you're only doing Forex, if you're only doing stocks or commodities, then you can probably adjust that. But when you're trying to maximize, then you have bot strategies that go across those categories. Then you'll see that rate of return just starts to increase. And when you know that and you see that, that means that you're participating in the progress and the sustainability of the organization. And that helps us all. All right. So got to put that out there up front to make sure everybody understands that that is an expectation if you really want to get to the goals that you've set for yourself. Okay. So the vision statement, we provide a viable, sustainable, world-class, state-of-the-art, ultra-modern, and very secure platform with innovative emerging technologies for drastic financial freedom, right? And a systematic financial revolution. So you know how I like this, right? I'm all about the emerging technologies, that drastic financial freedom. We got to make a shift, right? Anyway, a real quick note on this, why this really appeals to me is, so I actually went through a certification, a coaching certification course with Tony Robbins. And one of the key things in there was about breaking the cycle. And you have to do something drastic in order to break the cycle. So if you ever listen to Tony Robbins on the big screen or in an event on Unleash Your Power Within or something like that, you'll know he uses a lot of, colorful words sometimes, and he's in your face. He doesn't do that just because you are stuck in a cycle that's doing you no good, right? So when you say drastic financial freedom, we're not just talking about easing into it or, happenstance or, oh my gosh, look, I just happened to become financially free. No, it's got to be something that you have to change drastically in the way you think, in the modality, in what you look for, and how you, assess the criteria for what it is that appeals to you. And if that due diligence is worth the value of that particular organization. And when you see what we have for you today, then you'll know that you're in the right place, right time with the right organization. So that's the kind of thing. That's why I don't go back and forth and stuff like that. No, boom, this is where you need to be, period. And we can make that happen for you going forward. A systematic financial revolution. Absolutely amazing, because there's a system in place. There's something that's already here. And that's why Fusion Xperience is definitely at the top tier of these types of platforms. Let's talk about the mission. Yes, the mission, creating sustainable wealth by harnessing and processing valuable ideas. So I like to mention that because everything starts with an idea. Like somebody said, you know what, I want to help people because I've seen so much destruction and really, really negative and bad actors in this space. A lot of people have been hurt. Why don't we do this? And all of a sudden, somebody else says, yeah, like-minded people get together and we have a sustainable wealth program, right? That's what's so powerful about Fusion Experiences. You see that every single week. If you show up, you'll hear it, you'll see it every week consistently, talking about the progress and the values for this particular organization. And that's why we're moving forward, and you don't have to worry about your funds safety. Fusion Experience, everybody that is, the executives, the people behind the scenes, the ones that I've had interactions with, these values, they embody these values, they display these values, and they continually are consistent with these values. And I can't say enough, because I see it, I feel it, I hear it. And there are just things that happen that, I'm like, oh, wow, that's, wow. That just enhances the level of respect that I have for the team that's really running this particular organization. All right, enough of that. I know y'all sitting back saying, man, come on, give me the products. Let's see what's going on. Absolutely. Fully automated real-time trading. Yes, this arbitrage trading is happening right now. Staking, yes, coming. Fusion coin, crypto coin, coming. When we get it, I'm gonna talk about it. World-class arbitrage crypto trading experience. You can go to the website, you can check it out. You can, feel around a little bit, do your due diligence, which is highly recommended. That's what you're supposed to do, right? You got to check it out for yourself. You got to know it's right for you. Now, when we talk about the Fusion Experience, we're talking about an automated live trading bot that trades in real time for you and me. It uses the latest in artificial intelligence, right? So obviously AI, artificial intelligence, and there's, another variation of that, which is automated intelligence as well. But you have the multiple strategies is what really I want to clue in on, because with this bot system, you don't only have the arbitrage going on. You don't only have, there's a couple other things that, I don't know, maybe that's the secret sauce. So I'm not going to sit here and just throw it all out there, but it has multiple strategies, and the value that it brings to this organization of how much the returns can be on a weekly basis is mind blowing, right? We have to do our part in order to get the bot to open up and do those things. And that's where the volume and, letting them trade longer times with that volume and getting that volume to increase, it becomes very, very impressive. And I think you would be pleasantly surprised at how high that weekly ROI or ROR could go. You would definitely be surprised, but you want to be surprised, because that's where we're headed. And that's where we want every one of us to go, right? To really enjoy the highest ROR that you can see, because you know that you've done your part, and then the bot is doing its part. It's a great marriage. I'm telling you, we would definitely love to be surprised in a good way. So anyway, there's multiple strategies that they're using in order for us to get the best returns every single week. That's really what that says. We're going to talk about this arbitrage trading real quick. So when we talk about arbitrage, we know arbitrage in the simplest form is buy low, sell high. That's arbitrage, right? No matter what the industry is, that is how it works. That's how profit is made. Now, in this context, you're buying crypto, or you're buying some type of Forex or currencies, stocks and commodities in one market or exchange, and selling it on another market or exchange. Then you're taking advantage of the price difference or the spread in between those, and that's where you get your profit. And of course, the diagram shows you that very well. Obviously, a bot does that in a very, very massive way compared to a human that may do 10, 15 trades a day or a week, whereas a bot probably does 10 to 15 a second, or 100 a second, or 1,000 a second. It's just phenomenal. So that's why we're able to increase those returns, is because we have that artificial intelligence. Now, when we're talking about intelligence, let's talk about actual numbers, not artificial intelligence. This is actual intelligence, still AI, but let's just redefine it as actual intelligence. So in my account, right? So I have this, and every week I try my best to remember to at least let you know, these are the real bot actions that happen, and you can see the trend. All I want to know, if you see nothing else, is there a minimum of 3% being returned every single week? That's all you really need to know, because that is what has been advertised and this is what they're delivering. All right. So I run the numbers. I look at and anybody can do this. Take your last balance, right? Before. So I do a screenshot every week, before and then after, and I calculate the numbers. And then I said, okay, what is that times 3%? And then I just, go up or down. And every single time I start at 3 and I have to go up to get to that number. That's all you have to do. You don't have to have some fancy formula. Just look, what's my balance times 3%? Oh, wow. Okay. It's not 3. It's 3 point. Let's try 4. Oh, okay. Let's try 3. So you don't have to be fancy with it. Just put the numbers in there. And I bet you every single time we'll be on the same page. Cool. Everybody knows the updates that I gave last week. And I will give you just real quick, the withdrawal window opened up, gave you an opportunity to go ahead and withdraw if you wanted to do so. So nobody's holding your funds and against your will. You're able to do that every 28 days. The same thing will happen. Open back up, give you an opportunity to withdraw. We got to keep the window tight because there are bad actors out there that will take advantage of that window being open, and somebody will slip in a little hacking, and all of a sudden the funds that you think you're going to get might be diverted because the window's open too long, and that's a bad security thing. So you don't really want to go through that. I did get an update from Strafiel this morning that at least 30% of the withdrawal requests have been processed, and they will definitely get everything sent out in a very short period of time. So just know that they're checking twice, checking 3 times to make sure everything is in order, to make sure you get your funds. All right. So just hang tight and that will be to you. But as I said at the beginning, if you can, let it stay for a little bit, then you'll see that there's additional benefits that will come to you as well. All right. So with that being said, let's get into the unique features that we all know and appreciate. $10 minimum trading deposit, $10 minimum, right? That has to be in USDT BEP20. Okay. Trading bot minimum weekly return on capital is 3 to 5%, minimum of 3%, up to 5 or more. Okay. 10% and 5% respectively for referral bonuses, direct and indirect. 7 days, you'll see auto reinvest, or you can call it compound, whatever you want to call it, but it does get reinvested because you're not withdrawing every week. So that balance continues to grow. Definitely a benefit. $1 verification fee. Make sure you're not a bot. Make sure you're human. A little simple KYC, good to go. That's on the onboarding process. The trading bots are included in the platform. That means no trading knowledge required, no hidden fees. And like I said, you get paid every 30 days. All right. And so we definitely have the opportunity to earn up to 20% per month with this particular strategy. But as we continue to say, that number can go up and up and up. Just depends on your level of patience and involvement in the process. As far as just additional transparency, the executives say, look, we don't want to hide anything. We'll let you know. 100% profit. 5% goes to 10% goes to level 1 upline. 5% goes to level 2, direct, indirect. You have 5% going to the core leaders. Somebody had to help get this thing off the ground. And you have 3 to 5% weekly, which is your 40%. And the company ops and gas fees is 20 and 20. So that gives you 100% of the profits are broken up this way. Now, let's get into some actual return on capital. If I put in this, what would be my return? Okay, if I dropped in $1,000 as my deposit into the system, right? USDT BEP20 through Trust Wallet or through MetaMask, and then there's a couple of others, but those are your main 2. Then you will see that what I just showed you range true, 3 to 5%. So on that $1,000, if you see that you get 3.4%, then that's between 3 and 5. So to make it easy, let's use 4% for example. Like I said, This is for illustration purposes only. No promises are being made, right? Past results do not equate to future performance. But what we know is there is a track record and a trend between 3 and 5%. So profit to the investor is $1,000 times 4% that week gives you $40. Okay. So that's $40 for the week on $1,000. If the bot comes back with 4% for the client or the investor. All right. So that's per week. Now, if you allow that to compound and you don't touch it for a year, then you're going to earn about a 580% return, APY, 6,800 and some change on that. Pretty nice. You know, if you don't need to pull that out anytime soon, hey, give it 12 months and you'll be sitting on about $7,000. For illustration purposes only, of course. If you want to go at a little higher and you put in $10,000, or you know somebody that wants to put in $10,000, then just let them know this information. Look, get about 4% return per week. That'll average about $400 a week. And with that $400 a week, if you allow it to compound over the year, then you're looking at a 580% annual return, APY, on that $10,000, right? So you can do that calculation yourself. I don't want to overburden anybody with a lot of really big numbers. So I'll let you do that yourself. All right. So when I talk about the 10,000, I usually just give an example of what that looks like. And over the course of a 90-day period, and why am I using 90 days? Well, if you allow yourself 30 days to, deposit your funds and let it grow, then you may find out that, okay, maybe I'll let this grow a little longer. If you allow it to grow within the system is utilizing those funds and bringing back great returns for everybody, then at the end of that 90 days, the company is looking at giving you a little bonus as well. Okay. So I did go through that extensively before, and I'll just talk a little bit about it today, and maybe we'll get into the nuts and bolts of that in the future. But I think everybody has a good understanding that if you allow that your funds to go anywhere from 1,000 and up, you have a couple of tiers where you can get a 20% bonus, or you get 25% bonus over a 90-day period. So if you let it grow for 90 days, then they're going to add a 20% bonus to your capital. And so you can get that as a bonus after 90 days. So if you want to hold on to it, you withdraw every 30 days, that's totally up to you. Or you can withdraw at 90 days and get that additional bonus as well. Okay. So that's kind of how that works. So 12 weeks equals about 90 days, which really goes by pretty fast, actually. And just, nice to get that extra bonus on top of that. All right. So that's kind of just a little example of what that would look like. If you wanted to, like I said, go with 10, if you want to go with obviously 1,000, then you just take a zero off and you're pretty much in the same, the numbers run the same. You just take a zero off. Okay. So instead of 16,000, obviously it's 1,601. So just kind of how that works. All right. Hopefully that just helps a little bit. Now, back to that $1,000, which, like I said, it's easy to calculate. For illustration purposes only, I use $1,000 or $10,000, but I'm going to use something in between that and blow your mind. I know everybody's just like, what is he talking about? No, because most of y'all been here before, but if you haven't, then you're going to like this. So the $1,000 deposit at a 4%, that's the number we're using because, like I said, for illustration purposes only, that's between 3 and 5. You let that ride for 3 years, right? For 3 years, then you're looking at an over $300,000 return on your capital. That is quite powerful. All right. So that's the power of obviously compound interest. Now, if you calculate it on a daily basis, if you calculate it on a monthly basis, you're going to come up with different numbers. It's still over 300,000. It'll just fluctuate a little bit in here. But at the end of the day, everything is calculated on a weekly basis. So that will be the best way to go. And that will give you the number there. Now, some of you are saying, that's cool. You know what? I love what we're doing here. I really am excited. And I want to know, how can I get to $1 million? Because a lot of people maybe in the past didn't think they could even make $1 million. You may look at your, if you're in the US, you look at your Social Security, form they send out every quarter or whatever, every year. And it tells you how much you've made over, the time you've been working. Some of us been working, 40 plus years, and you still looking at your, your salary, and you're like, man, in 40 years, I still haven't made $1 million. Well, I'm going to show you a way to change that. Now, for illustration purposes only, this is not financial investment advice. But what I can tell you, Fusion Experience delivers. And if you really want to get to that level, yeah, the green number right there. If you only have 3,500 that you want to invest in yourself, right? And you want to average a 4% return per week, could be 3, could be 5, could be 6, maybe more. I don't know. But let's say it averages out 4% over a 3-year period, because of course that's a while. So it could fluctuate, but it could average out to be 4% a week. If that's the case, okay, and you let that stay for 3 years, based upon these numbers, you're looking at over $1 million return on capital in a little that's 3 years. Like I said, compare that to your history of your salary on your hourly wage job, and you probably hadn't hit $1 million in 40 years. We can show you how to do it in 3. It's a new day. It's a new day. For illustration purposes only, please remember, this is not official financial or investment advice, just personal experience and personal calculation to show you the numbers. But you got to believe. All right. So if you want to do any of that, first thing you got to do is get you the right wallet and the right crypto. Now, is crypto traded? Sometimes. It's not only crypto. There's some Forex, there's some commodities, there's different ways that it happens after it gets into the system. But in order to access the system, to start any of the profit system, then you're going to have to use USDT BEP20. Yes, you will find USDT BEP20 in different forms or fashions, depending on if you use MetaMask, if you use Trust Wallet, Exodus, you just got to go in and look for it. Now, I will say this real quick, that USDT BEP20 is listed as that in Trust Wallet, okay? But in Exodus, it's USDT BNB BSC. It may say Binance BSC, but it'll say something along those lines, BP or BSC or BNB, but it has to be BSC, something BSC, right? It's the Binance Smart Chain. So you want to make sure of that, and that will be your BEP20. Now, if you're using MetaMask, as long as you're in the Binance Smart Chain network, the only USDT under there is BEP20. So there's no mystery. It's the only one. All right. So those should get you there. Now, if you want to purchase USDT BEP20, my recommendation is always in Exodus Wallet. That's my bank. So Exodus Wallet, you can go into Exodus Wallet and you can swap anything else. So if you got a host of Bitcoin or Ethereum or even BNB, USDT ERC20, if you're in other programs, a lot of them pay in TRC20 or ERC20, then just swap it out. Yeah, you're going to pay $10, $20, $30 for that swap, but it's, the cost of doing business. Do you want some efficiency, or do you want to go round and round and round and round and try to figure out how to get some funds? Efficient way to do it is just swap it out. There are other swap sites. I may post those up, and if I remember, I'll post those on here next time. So you have options to where you can go to like Changely.com or blockchain.com. There's a variety of places. If you have Bitcoin, or if you have some USDT ERC20 or whatever, then you may be able to swap it out at another site for cheaper price, and then boom, they'll send you the BEP20. So those are some different ways you can do that. You want to use, like I said, MetaMask, Trust Wallet, or a similar DeFi wallet. I think SafePal, Token Pocket, I think something like that. I've tried a couple of them and I did not see BEP20 as an option. They do have decentralized browsers, but didn't see USDT BEP20. So that's a challenge in itself. So you got to be careful what you're using. So if I have to tell you, like I said, I can't make you do anything. So don't take it as if I'm telling you have to do this, but I recommend MetaMask or Trust Wallet. That's what I recommend. Okay. Now, in order to do any of that, you got to have a referral link. Somebody invited you, you click on their link, and then that will get you into the system. You get onboarded. They'll walk you through the process, and you'll get your deposit made, and you'll be making money in no time. All right. Now, while you're doing all of this and you've gotten very excited, then you're going to continue building your organization. You're going to invite others. You're going to make sure that everybody's taken care of because you want them to win just like you're winning. And so as a leader, you're building your teams, you're growing your organization. You have over 500,000 in volume on level 1, level 2. And the company says, hey, that's great. You know what? We're going to reward you with $2,000 per month. Then when you increase that to over 1 million per month, 1 million in your networks, then you're going to get a reward of 5,000 per month. And when you increase that to 2 million up to 3, then you're going to get $10,000 reward per month. And when you increase that to 3 million plus, then you're going to be looking at a $15,000 reward every single month. Believe it, and you will achieve it, because this is very realistic. There are a lot of people out there that's being burned every day on so many different programs. And so just invite them on over, have them take a look at what, Fusion Xperience offers. And I believe they will understand this is an experience that they want to have. So definitely take a look at that. And remember, these are bonuses. Anytime you get a bonus, you're already keeping your commissions on one side. These are extra. So pay it forward, do something good for the community. I know there's some type of, event, or there's some type of cause or something that you want to participate in, and now you can. So take some of that, pay it forward, do something good for yourself and the community. The world needs it. The Fusion staking program. Well, as you can tell, it's coming. We're going to have 30 to 180 days that you can stake the crypto, 2 to 2.4% a month. And these are the minimum amounts that you can make that happen. Like I said, more information, I will definitely deliver that to you. But there is something that is brewing in the background that everybody is really, really looking forward to. That ICO for the Fusion coin. Yes, is it still in the making? Things are going to be put together very well. And I'm sure when it's time to release that, then you'll be in position to be part of the private sale. That privilege is for those that get in position, that contribute to the betterment of the organization and become an active member. And you will definitely be part of those that get that first run of the Fusion coin. Definitely want to do that. The executives, let's talk a little bit about that. All right, so let me look at this. My screen is not acting nice. Fusion Xperience has executives that are behind this project. They came together through collaboration because these are like-minded people. And most of us migrate to like-minded people, right? And so when you find people that have a level of integrity and transparency, then you really know that you're in a good place and your funds are safe, right? And so as we all know, that know, like, and trust concept is real. You do business with people that you know, like, and trust. And so when you have some folks in an organization that has a level of integrity, has this level of transparency, the level of collaboration and experience in this industry, then you know that you finally got to a point where you can say, okay, let's do this, right? Don't doubt yourself. Don't feel like it's too good to be true. Oh my gosh, you know what? Something has got to be wrong because these guys are have some integrity and some honesty and legit. No, you finally found a place that actually does what it says it will do. And so you got to enjoy that. The Fusion Xperience executives, no, they're not public. They're not putting all the information out there. So, and rightfully so. We've seen it all. And no matter if they're in the front or back ground, it doesn't make the system more better or worse. The system is running because the system is set up to the way it is. And so we appreciate the results. And that's what we're looking for here. So if there's an event somewhere down the road and the executives decide to appear, then hey, make sure you shake their hand. All right, white paper and certification, yes, is available upon request. You have the Fusion Xperience is registered in Nigeria and the United States. The Fusion Xperience follows industry standards and best practices. The marketing, as you know, there's the Telegram channel, there's social media channels. I believe there's Facebook, and there's obviously websites, and there's Zoom calls and AMA. So there's so much marketing going on. It's just a matter of, everybody participating in word of mouth advertising, and that will help grow this experience as well. All right, so the Zooms and AMA meetings, we do have the Zooms posted up in the Fusion Experience Telegram group. AMAs are held frequently in the Telegram group, and you can hear directly from people that know and have the ability to make decisions and socialize whatever suggestions or recommendations that come from the community. Very open and transparent with that, and they like to hear from you. So you want to participate in the Telegram group. Yes, if you were in a classroom, if you've ever been in a college or high school or any classroom and the teacher stomps their foot, I'm stomping my foot right now. Join the Telegram group, official Telegram group, so that you can stay updated on everything that's going on. And when there's an AMA and you have a question, guess what? You can ask it right there and get it directly from the people that can give you the right answer. You don't take information from anybody, right? From the people that can give you. I don't even have the updated information most of the time. I do get clued in on some things, but I'm just telling you, I go to the people that know as well. And then hopefully on Saturdays, I'll be able to elaborate on some of the things that maybe some people may have missed during the week. All right. So all of us have that responsibility. Anyway, if you have new members that can't show up on Wednesday or Saturday, then we do have the Zoom calls posted in the official Telegram group. Where is that? It's right there, t.me/Fusion Experience without the E. Very, very, very good. So you can see that pretty much everywhere there's a Fusion Experience link. So check them out. Definitely check them out. All right. We appreciate that. All right. So in summary, let's go ahead and let's wrap this up. Innovative blockchain project, check. Financial revolution to financial freedom, check. Founders and developers of integrity, check. Legal with documented evidence, check. Full AI enhanced high frequency trading bot, check. $10 minimum deposit in USDT BEP20. Well, I won't put a check because I didn't put the whole thing, but it's a check. Minimum 3 to 5% minimum ROR, rate of return per week, or return on your capital per week, check. We've been doing that consistently for over 5 weeks. Referral rewards, check. Volume rewards, check. Fusion crypto coin, check. Staking platform, check. So many other great things coming. You don't want to miss out. Check, 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 check. What else do you need to do? Get back with the person that invited you. That's what you need to do, right? And let them know that you are ready to get started. Start your journey. Your destiny awaits. That's my presentation. Thank you for being patient and listening. And now over to our leader, Dr. Dennis. Are you there? Let's see, where is?
Yeah, that's amazing as always, Coach Rashid. Thank you for that wonderful presentation, that articulate, enthusiastic, and always motivating presentation. It's really very fantastic. We appreciate you. You do this thing effortlessly, straight from your heart, and everything is seen very transparently. Thank you, and thank you once again. We appreciate you. I hope that our leader, Peter Raphael, will come up before we round off the meeting. But in the meantime, just a few updates, if you like to call it update, just a few information. Of course, we are aware that the withdrawal window opened up on Friday. That was yesterday, the 19th of May, 2023. And of course, some people withdrew funds from their back office, and the notice was there, and it's still there, that processing of the withdrawal and payment will take between 1 hour and 72 hours, right? So the dev team are still doing that right now. They're doing that manually. Why manually? Of course, we've had some incidences or instances where people's Google accounts and their Google Authenticator were somehow hacked. And of course, they had access to withdraw from their back office. We've had several cases, right? So with that, of course, we noticed that those people got away with the other people's funds because of the hack that happened. Not the fault from the company though, but the fault from the individuals. One way or the other, they let loose and people had access to their accounts. So we've also had some other cases where some people carelessly left their login details and other people logged in and they were able to withdraw funds. So of course, some people lost their devices and as a result, some other very eerie things happened, right? So with that, the management decided that withdrawal is going to be processed manually, so that they'll take time to check everything. I'm not going to get into details. Of course, right now we know all the details. Before now, we didn't know all the details because we didn't have access to the back office. But right now, of course, we sure do because, of course, we insisted on knowing most of the things that happen at the back end, right? So we're sure we're setting. So they decided that withdrawal is going to be processed manually and then get some information from the users and cross-check and double-check and be sure that the withdrawals are actually initiated by the users themselves so that funds will be secured. Of course, we're not going to say all the details because there are some people in the Zoom meeting right now that have been logged out, they've been knocked out, and they want to know the secrets behind what we're doing and be able to manipulate things and maneuver things. Of course, they don't have that access anymore, and they're not going to have the information anymore. So, ladies and gentlemen, take it from us that everything is working very fine. The manual processing is not going to be forever. It's just a precautionary measure that's been taken right now until things are fine-tuned and put properly. And of course, you have the automated processes, right? So the 72 hours started on Friday and is still on. And please, I really want to emphasize that 72 hours is 3 days. You know, just shortly after the notice was put out, some people were writing, oh, I placed withdrawal some 5 hours ago and I don't have it in my back office yet. I was like, well, did you read the notice? It said 1 hour to 72 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, 72 hours is 3 days approximately. I hope you got that. And of course, we're also anticipating because of the weekend, the dev team members, most of them, of course, they have families rather, and a lot of things are going to come up slowly, but certainly everybody is going to have their payment processed and you're going to have your phone in your wallet, okay? So be rest assured because some people have also been going out there saying, oh, it's like we'll be scammed, it's like Fusion is gone. And of course, there are malicious people who have turned the message all around to mean different things. So, ladies and gentlemen, be rest assured, Fusion Xperience is here to stay. There's nothing to worry about, really. Yeah, we can guarantee you that the site is intact. There are a lot of things that are not done conventionally, though, so as to, you know, circumvent some of these professional scammers and hackers to keep everything intact. So Xperience is here to stay. It's going to last for a long time. And it's moving forward, it's getting bigger, getting better, and things are getting better. Of course, it's blossoming more. So you can beat your chest anytime, any day. That Fusion Xperience is right there, no matter what happens and no matter what goes on. I hope you have that assurance. Yes, you should be. You should have that assurance because it beats our imagination when so-called leaders, I say so-called leaders because they've demonstrated attitudes and behaviors that don't typify leadership. When they start panicking and start saying all kinds of things and start putting all kinds of information to their members and to their team, that's really, really awkward. That is not good. So have the assurance, have the confidence that Fusion Xperience is the real deal. You found the sustainable, the profitable, and well-secured platform for all times, and that will give you what you want. Of course, we've always said you're not going to be a millionaire overnight, but you're going to be a millionaire and even a billionaire over time. That is it. So over time, the goal is going to be achieved and you're going to get to where you should be, right? Now, the next thing is just to notify us that the withdrawal window is actually a month now. Please, not 4 weeks, not the 4 weeks trading cycle. Of course, the trading cycle is weekly, 7 days, but that does not translate to 28 days automatically. So let it be very clear to us that from now henceforth, the withdrawal window is going to be the last Friday of every month. And that explains to a great extent why the countdown is now 41 days. So it's going to be every last Friday of the month. Of course, Coach Rashid has said it very well that the platform needs fun to trade and it needs time to trade. So it has transited from just the arbitrage trading and just market order to limit orders, placing limit orders, and that take a long time to trade. And these ensure higher profitabilities and better outputs, right? So the limit orders take a longer time to take out bigger profit. Of course, so the dev team and the people up there, they are doing more aggressive trading and trading that will bring more profit to us. So let's have that confidence in them also. And let's know that once the withdrawal window opens, obviously people are going to be allowed to withdraw and there's nothing to panic about, right? Also, of course, the compounding is also there and all the bonuses and all the bonanzas, they are also there. So if you leave your capital to trade for 3 months, you're going to get a lot of benefits. So hang on and make sure that you come along with all these bonanzas and all the promos that are on the platform. Once again, we appreciate every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, that are great leaders from all over the world on this platform and in this meeting. We appreciate you. As a matter of fact, we call you the MVP. Do you know what that means? The most valued personality. Wow, it's awesome. That's how valuable, that's the kind of value we put on you. We cherish you, we appreciate you. And do you know what? You found the real deal. What do you have to do? You don't have to run in, you don't have to jump in because that will be too late. You got to fly in now. So get across to the person that invited you, get across to your leader, and get a referral link and fly in immediately because you know what? Pretty soon the door is going to be locked to others, and the people right in here, they're going to be grandfathered into the program, and of course everything is going to turn around for good. There are a lot of wonderful things that are coming. The coin is still coming. The staking program is still coming. We're not going to mention all of them. Trust me, there are a lot of things that are coming that you will not like to miss out from. So once again, welcome everyone. We love you. We appreciate you. We honor you, and we're grateful that you're here. Fusion is a real deal. Don't let anything make you panic. Don't let anything make you fret. Don't let anything make you afraid, because the top is where you belong to. So, where do I see you? Not at the bottom, of course. See you on top. Lots of love from us. Thank you.
Wow, that was amazing. Can you hear me? Can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry.
We can hear you.
I just came to a car shop trying to do my oil change real quick. I'm almost done. So yeah, I'm super excited. Amen, Coach Rashid. That was wild. It was amazing. You always came prepared, you know. Thank you so much for all that you do for the community and all that you do for the system, the management, and of course, Dr. Dennis, man, I was just enjoying the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just have a quick things to say. Remember, we told you guys we have some exciting announcement to share with you guys. So I will just announce it because I can't wait. Thank you so much. They've done it with my oil change, so it's gonna be very brief. So guys, you know, it's always good to appreciate and reward people who are loyal to any system. I personally, we believe in compensating the people that believe in your vision, the people that stick it out with you during thick and thin. And we have, you know, so many people in the community. You know, we have a great number of people that have been very consistent. They've demonstrated it. They've been very encouraging. And they've been, of course, sticking it out with us. I want to say thank you. We cannot thank you guys enough. We have some rewards, like I said. So the management, we had a meeting yesterday that lasted over 3 hours. Yes, you heard me right, over 3 hours. And when Dr. Dennis and Coach Rashid said that we have some exciting things going on in the background, you best believe it. Because Fusion Xperience is just getting started. We're gonna shock the world. You know, we don't even make too much noise anymore. When you know your worth, when you know your value, you don't exchange words with people that are so inconsequential. You know, that in a Dr. Dennis's word, irrelevant, inconsequential. They're so irrelevant. We don't pay attention to the noises. We don't pay attention to naysayers because we know what we have coming, and it's gonna shock the world. If you think that you've seen anything, we haven't gotten started. Having said all of that, we would like, on behalf of the management, we would like to inform all our loyal users, those who are participating in the 90 days promo and thereabout, to have some people in the community that have decided to allow their money to grow with us. Some 6 months, some 1 year, 3 years. We appreciate you. We can't thank you enough because the system, it needs money. It takes money to make money, you know. Do not allow anybody to deceive you or to lie to you. So without your support, without your belief, we wouldn't be here today. So on behalf of the management, once again, we say thank you, and they would like to compensate you guys with an airdrop of Fusion coin. You heard me. All those people that are doing the 90 days compounding without withdrawal, and those people that are doing 6 months, 1 year, are different months. So whatever that you are doing to support the system, the sustainability, the management, once again, they have decided that before we launch our Fusion coin, which is coming up pretty soon, that you guys are gonna be airdropped, you know, into your account. So let me tell you how powerful that is. I've been in a project that some people that, you know, got airdropped of like less than $100. The project went so big. Could you believe that $100 became $20,000? So I made $50,000 out of $100 of a token. So what am I trying to say? It is gonna be mind blowing. So it is big. So I don't know how much you're gonna be yet, but those people, that will be the compensation. They're gonna get some airdrops. Those loyal members that are, keeping their funds to allow the system use it to do what they know best to do. The bot, of course. So we appreciate you. That's number one announcement. So I hope everyone is excited. If perhaps today is your first time being on this call, you say, how do I go about this? Is my first time knowing or hearing about this commission or this promo. How can I partake? How can I be part of it? Of course, you can still join. We will extend the grace to the people that was okay today. I'm going to allow my money to compound for the next 90 days without touching 6 months, 1 year, 3 years. So we are giving everyone on this call, we are giving you the grace to be part of this opportunity, this blessing, because it's a blessing. Then some other things we are working on. I cannot stop thanking God because Fusion is here by the grace of God, and some other things, other doors that God has opened that let me know that Fusion is a divine project. So if you are part of this, you don't need anybody to tell you or to convince you. We are not in a convincing business. We're not here to convince anybody, so you should know by now that we mean to say, we're not saying anything to excite you or to make you happy, but we are working hard, and we need your effort. We need your effort. We need your contribution. We need we need you to play your own part. It takes two to tango. So having said all of that, thanks once again. And for those people that are saying what they cannot back up, we got a report this morning that there are some people who are going about spreading fake rumors. So my response to that is this. If they are part of Fusion, we have requested that their money should be given to them and their account should be shut down. So if you think that Fusion is a scam, no problem. That is, you have the right to believe or to make a decision. But what I'm going to show you is that you cannot call a project a scam or you say negative stuff about a project and you're still with the platform and you're still benefiting from the system. So we're not going to allow that to happen. And we will not also allow anybody to be disrespectful to the support. So what we have decided to do, so those elements, we are going to get their information and we pay them out, whatever they have in the system, whatever they have made, both the profit and the capitals, it will be sent to them and the account will be closed. They will never, ever be associated with Fusion, in other project, other future product that we have coming up. So we cannot be working for ungrateful people. People that are working, they're making sacrifices of their time, of their resources. If you don't have anything to say, you shut your mouth respectfully. So we expect people to be kind, to be polite, to be encouraging. The dev team are working tirelessly. The support are going above and beyond. They're not getting paid. So the least we expect from the community, some of the people, some people are great, but some other people that think they can eat their cake and have it. No, we're a different system. You're in a wrong platform. So if you don't believe, no problem. It's, we can't force you to believe in what we're doing. We're not here for everybody. The other project, perhaps, that might catch your attention. We're here to attract the right people and work with people that believe in us. We're here to work to make sure they're financially free. We don't want to be working for ingrates. You are making money, and yet you have a lot of negative stuff to say. So it's not helping you, it's not helping us. We're going to release you. We will let you go, and we close your account. You will never, ever, ever, when I mean ever. So by the time you want to come back, it will be too late. We don't need everybody. If God said that it's only 10,000 people that we are called to help, we are cool with that. If you guys have noticed, we're not doing any campaign of getting 1 million people anymore. We want to just help the people that God provide to us. There are so many other things that can help people out there. So we want to make sure we're attracting the right people that have the long-term mindset. It's not people that will put money today, tomorrow. They're already, disturbing the system. It's not going to help you. We need long-term investors. It's going to help us. It will help the system to grow. So we are making all the necessary effort. Everything about the profitability margin is going to get better. It will keep getting better day by day. And of course, the system is stable. A lot of features have been integrated. So kudos to our dev team. You guys perhaps have seen, you've noticed that when you request a withdrawal, you get a notification. That's a new feature that has been added. And also when the withdrawal is completed, you're also going to get another notification. So there's so many amazing things that is going on. Having said that, Fusion is here to stay. Fusion is not going anywhere. By now, we shouldn't even be saying this. If you have been with us for the past couple of months, you should know that. You should know best. But yes, we're here to stay. We trust what God has started. He will perfect it. Thank you guys once again for believing in us. If you know anybody that would like to be part of this journey, they have the opportunity to do so now. Because like Dr. Dennis said, pretty soon we're going to close the window. We will not be accepting any more person in our trading aspect. They can join other things that we'll be bringing up. But pretty soon, like I said, the windows will be shut. It will be closed forever. You won't have the opportunity. So now act with the information that you have and you know. Back to you, Coach Rashid. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll be heading to my car. I'll be done changing my own.
Oh, okay. Excellent, excellent. Hey, well, there you have it. You heard it straight from the right people. So no gray area there. All right, right people, right place, right opportunity. Miss Gail, yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, and thank you for a wonderful presentation as always.
Thank you.
And I like to tell Raphael to check his Telegram. I sent him a private message, and if he would respond in kind, I would appreciate it. Let me put my hand down so that since you have recognized me.
Yes, I got your number. I got your number, Mother Girl. I'll give you a call. I deleted it from the group so the scammers won't start getting it. I know how they are. So that's why I took down your number.
Thank you so much. So,
no problem. I'll call you after the call. Thank you.
I got your message. I don't know if you want to do this immediately or within 30 minutes, an hour, so I can get the word out.
Okay. All right. I'll shoot you something. Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Okay,
within a few minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd also like to welcome any new people, the returning people who have not yet joined. Please do so. This is a fantastic program. We're going to do this as a team and a unit and get it done. So I thank you, Coach Rashid, for enlightening us. And I want everyone to have a fantastic weekend. I am Miss Gail, and I'm out.
Whoop, whoop. And with that being said, boom, bike drop. Hey, look, thank everybody. Look, great people on. The folks that I did send out messages that did pop in, greatly appreciate you. Appreciate the support and everybody that, shows up every week. I mean, twice a week. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. And so that's why we do this, right? We do it for the people that care. And we know that lives are definitely on their way to be changed for the better. Like I said, I might not be able to, facilitate your social or your education or your, other life. But hey, I can provide you with an avenue to change your financial situation, and then you can handle the rest. All right. So just put that on my shoulders. I'll do my part. You do your part. Show up every week. Bring a friend. Bring an enemy. I don't care. Bring them all. We'll work on, how to bring everybody into the fold. And then look, every week we just keep growing and growing and growing. Let's support the system, and the system will obviously support us. All right. Peace. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll give you a call, Ms. Gail.